Hey everybody, boy oh boy have I been busy, and as a testament to how busy I've been, I am recording this video at work. If anyone comes in, I happen to complete all my stuff, I don't really have anything to do, so I'm recording this. If anyone comes in, I'll just pause the video and resume it when they leave. Essentially my debate review of me and Waldo's Exodus debate. I had to be completely honest with you. When I finished with that debate, the very first thing I thought to myself was, man, what happened? This debate was supposed to be a big thing, and it crashed and burned, it seemed, as far as what I wanted to do with it. Now, I'm going to give Waldo credit where credit is due. He was right about two things. One, anything said by Jeff Benner is in fact not canon in our debate and cannot be considered when asking who won. The second thing is he said if the Bible, the topic was, did the Exodus happen as the Bible describes it? If the Bible gave an inaccurate depiction of the Exodus, yes. And, he proved that beyond a reasonable amount of doubt, and I didn't, then I did in fact lose. Now that we've gone over what Waldo did right, get to my favorite part about what he did wrong. Very first thing is, I wouldn't say he straw-manned me, he sort of essentially he's falsely accused me of ignoring some things. Now, when he says ignored, I'm guessing what he means is, well, I never addressed these claims. Well, there are some claims of mine that he never addressed either. Or, I'll admit when I'm wrong and say maybe I missed it, but I gave good historical evidence for the framework, the sort of events beforehand that would let the Exodus happen. I gave good evidence for those events being historically true. I brought up in my closing statement some objections that I had to his theory that this story was so old and therefore unreliable because it was written in Babylonian exile, far away from Egypt, far away from the structure. A couple centuries, I think, is what Waldo was proposing. A couple centuries after all this happened. Be completely honest with you, I think I even said it, Waldo doesn't seem very interested in exploring such possibilities, so, yeah. I wouldn't say I ignored him, or else by that logic he ignored some of mine. But, I certainly did ignore him. I just kind of we were at a stalemate situation. I was like, okay, well, I'll just drop it then. Because he insists that he's right, I probably am wrong. I'd say he's probably wrong. We're both lacking the killing blow here, so moving on. Now I've told Waldo this before, imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. So when he was what I would call parroting or repeating, call me a fool, but I'll believe this. I'm sitting there, I'm watching that, I'm like, oh, Waldo, you flatterer, you trying to be like me, you flatter me. But, essentially, one of the biggest things that I saw in his closing statement was, that really made me go, what the heck? He asked me if Joshua was going to be a part of the debate, and I said no. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting it out there now. $100 to the person who can find any evidence to back that claim. He goes on to offer some screenshots, but these screenshots was not even about Joshua in particular. They were about what do you consider the story of the Exodus to be? And I was using a lot of text-to-speech, like you can see during that channel. I introduced a lot of new stuff, like even N. But at the end of the day, I was using some text-to-speech, and you can see on the screenshots even that Waldo supplies. I tried to outline the criteria, but it came out a jumbled, incomplete, not even English message. Now, I'm pretty sure that anybody capable of intellectual thought would sit there and go, maybe I should ask Trey what he means. Unfortunately, however, Waldo's response was, okie dokie, I'll structure my arguments around that criteria. I looked at that message and I said to myself, what? It took me even a while to remember what I was trying to say. But essentially, I was trying to say that, like I said, I was going to talk about Jericho and everything. That, I did not want it to end when they reached the promised land and then left. That entire 40-year time span was supposed to be, like something that could be held up as evidence. But you know what? Even if I grant that Waldo made an oopsie, misunderstood me, and for some reason asked to not qualify, I think maybe the reason he didn't ask me to clarify is because, well, this ain't my first debate with Waldo. I know how he takes advantage of vague, unspecified criterias. So, I'm thinking he probably just wanted to rip the rug right out from underneath me, because he waited till the very end to bring up how the altar apparently in Joshua wasn't even a big deal. I don't know why. Like I said, he probably saved that till the very end in an attempt to say, aha, Trey, that was irrelevant all along. Essentially, though, I don't know what he's talking about when he says Joshua isn't part of the Exodus story. Even given, okay, only stuff that happened until the Israelites reached the promised land and were turned away are fair game. Joshua was there with Moses. He built this altar on Mount Ebal. Like when they were on Mount Ebal and, by Mount Sinai. So I don't know what he's talking about. Essentially, if I'm guessing he probably looked up Joshua in the Bible and Joshua altar, saw it mentioned in the altar of Joshua, didn't quite get what the Bible was trying to say, and this happened after the appointed time that's allowed in the debate. So this doesn't count. But no, the altar mentioned in Joshua is the same one mentioned during the story of Moses being on the hill. And that, I believe, is even before the Israelites are turned away from the promised land. So I'm not sure what Waldo's saying Joshua isn't a part of the Exodus. I'm bamboozled. I got no clue. Ultimately, yeah, if there's some confusion, I can provide sources to back up everything I'm saying. But essentially, I read that, I'm like, what? I just didn't get it. Essentially, yeah, Waldo, I think what I proved, based upon some of the arguments I gave, I kind of switched courses in the middle of the debate. This is not excusing my bad debate tactics, not blaming Waldo, but essentially I kind of conceded to Waldo, okay, I'll stop talking about what happened after I left Egypt, try providing evidence for them being Egypt. I argued against this large amount, and this large amount of people that supposedly left. I think I've shown that, scholars, experts say that, this is a bit problematic, but they have their theories. Essentially, for Waldo to completely claim victory, he would have to say, I prove beyond a reasonable amount of doubt that the Bible says 1 million left. And there's no way I'm misinterpreting anything the Bible is saying. I don't feel like he did that. In the end, I don't feel like, at least, I don't think I gave a good example. Like I said, I could have argued against some of Waldo's rebuttals. I didn't. I wanted to try and get back to spend time on other matters, but there's things I could have said that I didn't. Did I get busy with Valentine's Day? Did I get busy with the new technology I was trying out? You know, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and cry over it. You know what, though? Worst case scenario, I lost the debate. I lost the debate, but if I can still argue afterwards and show that the Bible is accurate, what's a loss? Even when I lose, I still win if I can do that, because the Bible will still prove to be right. I'll accept the L if I have truly earned it, and it's irrelevant. And hey, look, not one customer walked in. Either way, thank you all for watching. Just got done watching Matt Dillahunty, or listening to Matt Dillahunty and David Wood's debate. Boy, I got lots to say on that. Like I said, see y'all next time.